Hi guys! Today we will be going over some of my favorite Immersion Skyrim mods that help you roleplay a bit more in the game. I think these mods also make Skyrim a little bit more relaxing, which helps balancing out all the dungeon dwelling and the dragon hunting. Let's begin with a classic. Mod number 1, Northern Bathhouses. I have previously expressed the opinion that it's such an oversight that Skyrim doesn't have saunas, or even anything resembling a sauna. Now, this issue was actually solved back in 2012 when a Nexus user, Maxinas, released a mod called Northern Bathhouses. This mod has been on my load order since I started modding in 2014, and now it's ported to Special Edition as well, with some extra features. Let's take a quick tour over the 6 bathhouses. Whiterun first. In this sweet little cottage owned by the clan Battleborn, you'll step in the dressing room, or the chilling room, I'm not sure about the English translation, after which you can go relax in the heat. These bathhouses have dedicated NPCs to add to the feeling of immersion. In the special edition, they drink, use both of the rooms, and change clothes. Let's jump over to the capital Solitude. In the Tavern of Winking Skeever, the bathhouse just makes the place feel more like a high-end type of joint. You can splash into the huge pool and listen to the bard while you relax. There is also a steam room and a shower area. The lore reveals that the Winking Skeever Vaporarium was first intended for nobility's use only, but now it's open for all citizens. As you can see, the mod is very lore-friendly. The bathhouses differ from each other to maintain the feeling of the cities. Next, we have Riften's bathhouse, which is located in the basement of the Bee and the Barb Tavern. The Argonian owners of the establishment wanted to provide their customers a nice relaxing sauna experience. In the gloomy Morthal, the residents were initially opposed to the plan of building a bathhouse, but after they discovered that the bathhouse could have healing abilities, they changed their minds. But of course, the Icy Windhelm has a bathhouse right next to the Palace of the Kings. As a tradition, it has been up since the first era. Whoops, sorry guys. Dawnstar also has a small and sweet bathhouse, which was built for the miners to relax their muscles in after a long day of hard work. Some think that the heat and humidity would help them get rid of the nightmares. Last bathhouse is as old as the ancient city of Markarth itself. It has a beautiful pool, showers, and steam room, and a bard for some extra entertainment. If the bathhouse tour still left you doubting, let me rephrase. Northern Bathhouses is an essential mod to achieve the cozy Skyrim roleplay experience. As I said previously, the SE version of the mod has some extra features. Using the facilities gives you a temporary buff of relaxed disposition, which improves skill leveling and bargaining for 12 hours. We'll keep going with the same theme of bathing. Cozy Immersion, a roleplay mod number 2, is bathing in Skyrim. The mod's main feature is adding bathing and cleanliness to Skyrim. As time passes, your character will get visually dirtier, and the cleanliness level will affect your speechcraft and even sneak skills negatively. On the other hand, if you're exceptionally clean and good smelling, maybe even with special soaps, you'll get some useful buffs. You can craft the soaps yourself at a cooking pot, and the wash rags at a tanning rack. Let me show you an example of the mod doing its magic. Here I am in a skimpy armor, pretty clean. Let's see what happens after a night in a dungeon fighting bandits. As you can see, the character gets really dirty after a while in the wilderness, and especially when you're dungeon dwelling. Naturally, in cities, you won't get dirty as fast. It's such a great combination to use bathing in Skyrim with bathhouses of Skyrim, because you can use the bathhouses to clean yourself in and not always bathe in cold rivers or lakes. You can either use the shower or the bath itself. This one is a sweet little addition to your roleplay load order. There is also a brand new soap texture mod out there. I highly recommend checking that one out as well. Links down in the description box. You have probably heard of iNeed before, or might even have it on your mod list already. This mod basically makes Skyrim more like The Sims, so if you enjoy that game franchise, this just might be for you. In the base game, there aren't significant reasons to eat, drink or sleep. After installing iNeed, you have to mind all of these things to avoid negative effects on your character. Suddenly making food makes sense, as well as getting a good night's sleep. You do want the wellness buff after all. You can obtain a water skin and fill it with water to take care of your thirst, and don't forget to refill it. iNeed is highly customizable. You don't have to be a hardcore player to play with this mod. You can make it way easier by automating eating and drinking, or lowering the rate of the need decay. I like to use the visible iNeed UI on the right side corner of the screen, but you have the option to hide it and maybe only get the text notifications about how your character is feeling. This one's a classic for roleplay. I know there are at least a couple of camping mods, but this is the one I like the most. Last one in this list of essential roleplay and immersion mods we have is Camping Lite. It does exactly what its title suggests, lets you camp anywhere. All you need to do is craft your camping gear, after which you get the ability to set down a tent, gather wood from nearby trees, and light a fireplace to keep you warm. You get a map marker in the location where you set up the camp, and you can fast travel to it anytime. And if this somehow isn't enough for you, I suggest you go to this abandoned camp west of Whiterun and find a certain book that will teach you more things to craft. This mod is super easy and fun to use, and I highly recommend it for even more immersion in your game. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped some of you guys who love to roleplay and chase the feeling of immersion in their game. The mod links are listed in the description as always. Remember to like and subscribe if you wish to see more Skyrim mod videos, and see ya!